Hello, my name is Anouk Galabat. I took your management psychology class in London, and I must say I was very much impressed by the class. So I did my experiment on a passion of mine, which is shoes, high-heeled shoes, because I know a lot of emotion comes into play with shoes, at least with me. So I went for my own experience, and just went on to experiment with that. And my expectations, I did a low anchoring effect and high anchoring effect, and my expectations were that the low anchoring would have a better effect than the high anchoring. I mean, you can read all about it in my project. Um, but turns out high anchoring was more effective. Yet, I did found the prices were still higher with my low anchoring effect that they are at currently. So they still had a good effect than what we wanted. But the expectations and the outcomes were different. And the reason I think our expectations were off was due to the fact that even Steve Madden doesn't really classify themselves as high class or low class. They just focus on what they're offering, uniqueness and high quality for lower prices, but they don't emphasize it well. So I feel like they need to make a better profile of themselves in the media, that they need to really start giving some social nudges. Because there's so much that comes into play with high heels. I know it sounds so ridiculous, but shoes are a very simple concept. Everybody has them, everybody wears them. But it's not the same thing with high heels. High heels, mainly only women wear them, or drag queens. um, but, like, for instance, I have a lot of high heels, but I don't always wear them. And when I look at them, my feet instantly start to hurt. So, like, it's a very conscious decision I need to make. Like, okay, I need to wear my heels, but I still buy them. So this management psychology class, it taught me to look at the world with a different set of eyes, to look for the things that really motivate people and the businesses behind the products that we are buying. And when it comes to high heels, I believe that there are many emotional motivations in play that are such as excitement, um, which is an emotional motivation, and then uh, in my case, love. I love all my shoes. I move a lot, and every time I have to say goodbye to my shoes. Ridiculous, I know. It's not rational. It's definitely not rational. I can promise you that. But another very big motivation that comes into play with high heels is, for instance, cognitive motivations. For instance, ambition, the ambition to look good, the confident, and stride along the streets in your high heels, ambition to, well, pardon for me saying that, but for making your butt look good, because that is one aspect as well. Ambition to bite through the pain. Also, I think socially is also very crucial in my eyes, because I still feel very extremely weird and judged and looked at when I'm wearing flats when I'm going out, because sneakers are not ladylike. That is changing a little bit, but not when it comes to going out. When it comes to being really feminine, when you draw a female, it's always with high heels. So there is that social aspect in it that is a very big deal as well, and also the peer pressure of wearing heels. I also believe that there is a biological aspect to it that does because it does portray a certain sexuality when it comes to a woman wearing high heels, and it attracts the opposite sex or whatever who is interested in you. Um, so the main reflection I want to get out of this is it was a very cool experiment, and even though it seems like such a simple concept, I knew that there were so many obvious and underlying psychological aspects when it comes to buying, wearing, and selling high heels. So, this is just a short reflection. I wrote everything out. I know I went over time. I'm very sorry, but I just wanted to get this out of there. And I thank you very much for the class, and I hope you give me an A. Bye.